Now come with us as we discover the answer to Virginia's question in Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
What's that feeling in the air? It's an energy that's everywhere. Because it's Christmas, Christmas time. Listen as the bells begin to chime. Magic in a blink of an eye. It's that wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas time. Shoppers hurry everywhere. Children laugh and play without a care. Hang the lights and decorate the tree. Wrap the presents in for all to see. Friends meet at the corner cafe, sharing memories of this great holiday. Yes, it's Christmas, Christmas time. Listen as the bells begin to chime. Magic in a blink of an eye. It's that wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas time.
I think I'll bake my famous mincemeat pie. I'll go to church in my best suit and tie.
We hope that Santa brings us lots of toys.
All year we have circled the days.
Now it's time to celebrate, 'cause it's Christmas, Christmas time. Listen as the bells begin to chime. Magic in a blink of an eye. It's that wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas time.
Ginny, you need to wash up and help me with dinner.
I need to finish this, grandmother. It is very important.
Is it your homework?
No.
Then it can wait.
No, Grandma, I cannot wait.
What is it? What is so important that you can't take time out to do your chores?
I'm writing a letter to Santa.
Ugh, that can wait until after dinner.
No, it can't. I have to get it mailed today, or else Santa won't get it.
I thought you already told Santa Claus what you want for Christmas.
I did. This is about Jamie.
Jamie, your friend Jamie, can't she write her own letter? She's in your class, correct? She's 8. I would think an 8-year-old could write a letter to Santa.
I have to write a letter to Santa to tell him to be sure to bring Jamie an iPad. This is what she wants for Christmas, but she doesn't believe in Santa.
Oh.
He hasn't brought her anything she's asked for in the past 4 years. So you see, I have to make sure Santa gets us information. I need Jamie to believe.
Well, if you need to do this for Jamie, I won't stand in your way.
Thank you, grandmother. You are the best. I'm almost done. Just have to make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Read it out loud.
What?
Read me the letter. I want to hear what you wrote.
Okay. Dear Santa, I know you are extremely busy, but I have a huge favor to ask you. Would you please, please, please bring my friend Jeannie an iPad for Christmas? She's been really good this year, considering her father died, her mother's out of work, and her little sister is very sick. She still manages to get good grades, and is nice to everyone in my class, even Derek Wilson. If you don't have any extra iPads this year, please take the iPad you're going to give me. I can always use my sister's. Thank you, Santa. Your friend, Ginny O'Reilly.
That is a wonderful letter, Ginny.
Do you think Santa will get it in time?
Well, if you're finished with the letter, Let's put it in an envelope and get it in the mail right away.
Why do you suppose Jamie doesn't believe in Santa?
She has had a tough couple of years. It is sometimes hard for people to see the good in life, especially when bad things happen. But if Jamie is really the person you say she is, she will be fine and she will believe again. That I promise you.
I hope so, Grandmother. I get really mad when people like Derek Wilson get everything they want from Santa, and people like Jamie get nothing. I thought you had to be good in order to get a present from Santa.
That is how it's supposed to work.
I'm all done, Grandmother.
Then it is off to the mailbox to mail this letter to Santa.
Are you mad that dinner's going to be late?
No, sweetheart. What you are doing is much more important than having dinner on time. Let's go. Where have you been? I had to mail a letter to Santa.
Virginia, you know that Santa
Lives at the North Pole, and that is a long way away. So there's a possibility he may not get your letter before Christmas Day.
But it has to. You know, he has always gotten you what you wanted in the past, even when you didn't write letters. This time it isn't for me. My letter is for Mary Lou.
Mary Lou? Who is that?
A friend. Why doesn't she write her own letter to Santa Claus? I'm assuming she can write because I'm not sure she believes in Santa Claus.
She doesn't?
No, she doesn't. So I want to prove to her that he exists.
And just how are you going to do that, young lady?
I thought if I wrote a letter to Santa and asked him to visit her on Christmas and give her a really nice present, that maybe she would believe in him.
And you think a letter to Santa will make that happen? That is enough, young lady. But Mother, don't you think it is time, Virginia? I know you want to help Mary Lou, but Kathleen is right. I really don't think a letter to Santa will do any good.
But it has to. Mary Lou is one of the nicest people I know. But Santa never comes to visit her on Christmas. Yet Joshua Prattle, one of the meanest boys in our class, gets new toys every single year. Makes you wonder if there even is a Santa Claus. I've seen him downtown in the stores and on the street corners. But is that really him?
Virginia, people believe what they want to believe. You need to ask yourself, what do you believe in? If you believe in Santa Claus, then asking him to help Mary Lou is a very selfless and generous thing to do. I am very proud of you.
Are there any more ornaments?
I am finished with the popcorn strings. You can put them on the tree. Come on, Virginia. Help us with the popcorn strings.
All right. I believe popcorn strings are the best ornaments on the tree.
You do?
Why? Because when Christmas is over, you can eat them.
Ew.
It is my turn. I believe the best ornament is the star that goes on the top of the tree.
Of the season, do you think all things happen for a reason on the tree? An angel rings its bell at midnight. Oh, it all becomes so real if you believe. Do you believe there is such a thing as unicorns or fairies, pixies, even leprechauns? Does an angel get its wings by doing good things? showing that we care. If you believe, just believe.
Yes, just believe.
Do you believe?
I believe it is time for dinner. Sean can set the table, and girls, you can help me get the food ready.
And what is Father going to do?
Father is going to finish reading his paper and then wash up for dinner.
I think I'd like to be a father when I grow up. Wouldn't we all?
No, I didn't. Quincy's are always allowed.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating.
My turn. Whoa, that was a great shot.
It went out of bounds, Marty, so it's Mary's turn.
Vain. You're really good at chess, aren't you? Be quiet. You're not any good yourself.
My turn.
I've been trying to get this to work all week. I just can't seem to get the hang of it.
It's easy. Watch.
It sure looks easy when you do it. Show me how it's done.
You hold the base in your hand like this. Then you go down and up and down quickly again. Then you flip the ball up in the air and catch it in the cup. Like this.
Here it goes. There, I guess I need a lot of practice.
We all need practice. Except for Nicholas.
My dad always said, practice makes perfect.
I think your dad is right.
Mistress Mary, turn around. Mistress Mary, touch the ground. Mistress Mary, wave to me. Mistress Mary, out 2, 3.
That was great, Caroline.
Thank you. My sister and I have been jumping rope every day since forever. Guess it shows. Your turn, Virginia.
All right, but I'm not very good.
Mistress Mary, turn around. Mistress Mary, touch the ground.
Good try.
Yes, it was terrific.
Hey, Virginia, I hear you and Mary Lou went to go see Santa Claus.
He wasn't really Santa Claus. He was just a guy ringing the bell wearing a red coat.
Yes, he is Santa Claus because last year he brought me a wagon.
He brought me a dollhouse.
I got a sailboat.
I got a picture book.
And what did he bring you, Virginia? A baby rattle.
Stop it!
You still think Santa Claus is real?
That is hysterical.
Who is the one who makes all the toys and who is the one who brings them here? Who knows every girl and boy? Who could it be but Santa Claus? How does he know the perfect gift for you? And how does he know what I want to? How does he know who's good or bad? Nobody else but Santa Claus. It has to be Santa Claus, you see. Who else do you know? Who goes around putting toys under the tree? Sit right down and write him a letter. Put on a stamp and mail it soon. Now is the time to make things better. Who's watching you? It's Santa Claus.
Mary Lou?
Oh, hey! I know.
I learned it in when I was in school. I'm so excited for Christmas.
Do you have a tree this year?
Maybe my parents should buy one this year.
I'm not sure. Can you order?
Maybe I can.
It has to be Santa Claus, you see. Who else
last year. So he must be real. I got this doll.
Santa doesn't really exist.
How do you know that?
Maybe when you're 9 1/2, you understand.
Yeah, no one can fly around the world in one night.
If you believe that, you're just dumb.
I believe it's possible. I got a wagon last year for Christmas from Santa.
And besides, a person that big and round could never fit down a chimney.
Yes, that's right. Think about it. That doesn't mean anything. You can't prove Santa's not real.
You can't prove his.
Maybe I can.
Grow up, Virginia. You really believe an old man sneaks into your house at night and brings you toys? That's ridiculous.
Hey, give that back.
Virginia.
Mary, give me my doll.
Charlotte, stop that. That isn't yours. Let me see. Me? Give me it. Hey, Mary. You better behave. You'll be getting a present from Santa this year. Charlotte, give Virginia the doll. Is the baby gonna cry? Stop it. Oops. My doll. Face it, Virginia. There is no Santa Claus.
No, so don't think you'll be getting a present from him this year.
Come on, let's go.
I'm so sorry, Virginia. It's not your fault. You were just trying to help.
You know, I'm really cold. It's freezing out. Come on, Nicholas. Mom will be wondering where we are. We need to get home.
Bye, Virginia. Don't let what Charlotte said bother you. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
We better head home too, Veronica. I suppose so, but you know we'll just have to do our chores when we get home. Yes, that's why we need to get going. Bye.
Bye, Virginia.
Sorry.
I'd better go check on Patty. She wasn't feeling too well this morning.
I'm cold.
Here, Patty, take my scarf and gloves.
We can't take them. They're really warm, Mary Lou. They feel good.
I have more at home.
But
Please? All right, she can keep them. What are you reading, Patty?
a Christmas story my teacher said I could borrow for the holidays. It's a really good book.
Come on, Patty. We have to meet Mother down the street.
Oh, are we going to get something to eat?
Later. Mother's looking for a job. Can you head down to Herb's toy shop on the corner?
Oh, yes. I love the toy store.
Wait inside until I get there. It will be nice and warm.
All right, Mary Lou. Don't be too long, please.
I won't. Bye, Patty. Enjoy that book. And Merry Christmas.
Bye, Virginia. Merry Christmas.
You know, Mary Lou, there has to be a Santa. I'm sure he is real.
I hope you're right. I really have to get going. My mother will be wondering where I am, and she doesn't need anything else to worry about.
What do you mean?
She lost her job. Something about having to cut back because the company wasn't selling enough shoes. And Patty's really sick and needs medicine that mother can't pay for. The doctor gave her some, but it hasn't helped. She still coughs all the time.
I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do?
No, unless he can perform miracles. Mother says that's all we need. Gotta go, Virginia. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too, Mary Lou.
Winter has hit the city hard. Many people are out of work and can't afford coal to heat their flats. What are they going to do? Really, Francis, you sound like a melodrama. This is the news. There just isn't any news that anyone cares about. Where's the crisis? How about a scandal? Even a crime would do. But absolutely nothing is happening in this burg.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Church.
Please, call me Francis.
Francis, sorry to disturb you, but I have this great story idea that I thought you might like to work on.
Really? Can't you see I'm very busy at the moment, writing a story about the government?
Yes, I can see you are very busy, but this is a great story about orphans, and since it is...
Orphans. I don't write feel-good, heartwarming sob stories. I write real news.
Of course, but this is a real news story. One of the richest men in the city is opening up his home this Christmas to orphans.
You think that's news? He doesn't care about orphans. He just wants people to like him. I need a story with cold, hard facts about a real crisis in our city.
I know you have written some very wonderful news stories, Francis.
That's Mr. Church to you, Sarah.
Mr. Church, but I was just trying to help since I know that Mr. Mitchell is on a rampage about getting all the stories done before Christmas. So we can all take the day off, especially him.
Well, Sarah, why don't you write that story? I will continue to look for a real news event that interests the people of this great city. And for your information, Mr. Mitchell is always on a rampage.
Yes, sir. Sorry I disturbed you.
A woman reporter. What was Edward thinking about when he hired her?
What was I thinking about what when I hired who? You?
Very funny. No, sir. Sarah.
I was thinking we could get women interested in reading the paper with stories that interest them from a woman's point of view. You know, women are beginning to be more educated. And besides, she is a very good journalist and an excellent writer.
Yes, I know, but she's a woman.
Yes, she is. Now, for the reason I'm here. Just what is this, Francis? You don't use a comma there. You need a period here. And watch those quotation marks. And that should be a semicolon. What is wrong with you?
I don't know, sir. I guess I'm just distracted.
We'll get undistracted. And immediately.
Yes, sir. I will just toss this away and start all over again.
Here, let me help you out.
Thank you, sir.
Francis, you have been with this newspaper for 20 years, and you've always written wonderful stories, even when it's about a crime. People read and love and believe them. But for the last few weeks, you haven't put together any story worth publishing.
I know. I just haven't found any great stories to write about. There's no crisis, there's no scandal, and I can't write a sob story about people out of work. I just can't seem to find my writer's voice.
You had better find that writer's voice and quickly. Your job is on the line, Francis. The New York Sun doesn't have time to let its journalists find their voices. You have deadlines to keep.
Maybe I could do that story about the dock workers' strike.
No, Francis, that is old news. Need some new, exciting news. It's the holidays. People want inspiration.
Yes, sir. I will search for an inspirational story.
That's Francis, I know. Carry on. I know you'll come up with just the right story for Christmas Day issue.
Yes, Mr. Mitchell, I will find that story. Oh, what am I saying? I have no idea what to write about. What am I going to do?
Hello, Mr. Mitchell. A great day, don't you agree?
Danny, so good to see you. Yes, a great day indeed.
Just checking to see if you have your article for me to typeset for today's paper.
Not just yet, Danny. Let me see if I can get that to you in the next 30 minutes.
Mr. Mitchell said I needed to be finished with my typesetting in the next hour, and that's not going to happen if I
said I would get it to you in 30 minutes! I'm sorry, Danny. I didn't mean to yell at you. It's just that I don't even have a story yet.
Oh. So should I come back later?
Yes, please do.
There you are, Danny. Here's a copy for the paper. Mr. Mitchell said to get it right over to you.
Great, I was looking for something to do. All right then, I should get to work.
Did you forget something?
No, I was just looking for Danny.
Now, let's see. How about a story about unemployment? That would be pertinent, and with Christmas near, that could be an inspirational story.
Sarah, this is Francis's story.
Yes, I know.
Why did you have it?
I was editing it for him because he was working on another story and it needed to get to you so you could do your job.
All right, but I think I should ask Francis about this.
No, don't do that, Danny. All right, I wrote it.
And you put Mr. Church's byline on it? What were you thinking?
I was just trying to help get his
story in the paper with his name on it, so Mr. Mitchell wouldn't fire him.
Mr. Mitchell is not going to fire Mr. Church. He is too valuable a reporter.
Well, hopefully not now.
Oh, this is not going to end well. And Francis finds out.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry, Danny.
Nope, it was all my fault. Gotta run.
Say, Danny, what have you got there?
Just an article for today's paper. But I have to get it typeset immediately. So.
Let me see it. Now, Danny. This is great. This is terrific. Excuse me.
But Mr. Mitchell.
Not now, Danny. I see Francis.
Oh.
This is brilliant, Francis. I guess we'll talk right off. This is a great story. The people are going to love it.
Great. Which story is it?
The one about the richest man in the city opening up his home to orphans. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now it gets back to the end. I knew you could do it.
Thank you, sir. Sarah, I need to see you in my office now.
What do you want for Christmas?
Ice skate. Here we go. The presents, the paper, and the ribbon.
Why do we have to wrap these presents?
Because I asked you to, and they are for your cousins. I think you can wrap a few packages for Cynthia, Darren, and Claudine. Come on, Sean, it'll be fun.
I can't wait.
Hi, everyone. Where are your gloves and scarf, Virginia?
Well, now don't be mad, but I gave my scarves and gloves to Patty, Mary Lou's little sister. She didn't have any, and she was really cold. And I have another set.
I see. I heard that Mary Lou's mother was recently let go from her job.
Yes, something about cutbacks and slow business.
It was very nice of you to give her your scarf and gloves. Do you want to help us wrap these presents?
I guess. Do you want to go ice skating after we're done?
Can we, Mother? I suppose so. I love ice skating. And they just put a new layer of ice on the rink.
You mean they put a new layer of water on the rink? And it froze?
As I said, a new layer of ice.
I don't think I want to go. Why not? We could practice our spins and jumps. You were getting pretty good at them. No, I have a lot more important things to do than ice skate. Like what? Are you studying to be a doctor or something?
No, she's trying to find out if Santa Claus really exists.
Actually, yes. I'm trying really hard to believe in him, but I don't get straight answers from anyone.
It is a complicated world, Virginia, but if Santa is real to you, then he is real.
See, that is what I mean. Trying really hard to believe in him.
Hello to my wonderful family.
Father!
Where have you been?
Where do you think? Getting the paper, of course.
I should have guessed.
You love that paper.
Yes, I do. I just wish I didn't have to read yesterday's newspaper. It would be nice to buy the newspaper when the news is still news.
One day, dear, we'll be able to afford a penny a day on the newspaper, so you won't have to scrounge around for a used one.
Ah, it's fine. I still get to know what's going on around me and in the city. I have always said,
You can't live in our world today if you are not informed.
So what's in the paper today? Or should I say yesterday?
Let's see. What would interest everyone?
Ice skating?
I love going to the ice skating rink.
We know, but I think it's only because Sam Mulligan works there.
That will be enough, children.
Here it is. The perfect Christmas article. Millionaire Eddie Hobbs to host orphans for Christmas. Sounds like a publicity stunt.
He gets enough publicity. Maybe this is a genuine gesture of generosity.
Perhaps. Eddie Hobbs is not just a man with money and property. Eddie Hobbs is a man with a heart. When asked why he was doing this, Mr. Hobbs said, I want to give back to the children of our community and let them know anyone can be successful if they just work hard and are honest. At his department store this morning, Mr. Hobbs announced that he would be hosting all of the orphans from the Sister Mary of Grace Orphanage for 2 days at his downtown Royalty Hotel. The children will be given a Christmas dinner, take a trip to the zoo, go to the theater, and receive presents from Santa, delivered by the Jolly Man himself on Christmas morning.
See? Mr. Hobbs believes in Santa.
How do you know that?
Because he he will deliver presents to the kids from the orphanage. So he has to believe.
Oh, brother, come on, Sean. Let's go down to the rink.
I'm right behind you. Thanks for the news, Father.
Must be a slow news day. I have your gloves mended, Sean. You are not going out of this house without your gloves. Sean!
Read some more, Father. I want to hear more from the paper.
Dock workers on strike. Unemployment is rising. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it!
What is it, Father?
3 city council members have been indicted on charges of embezzlement of borough funds.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's nothing, Virginia. Just some grown-ups being stupid, that's all.
Is it true?
Of course it's true. Why, if it's in the Sun, it has to be true.
Really? Who's in charge of the Sun?
The editor, I suppose. Let me see on page 2 who works at the paper. Mr. Edward Mitchell is the editor-in-chief. Why do you want to know?
Because I'm going to write him a letter and ask him if Santa Claus is real.
You are going to write to the editor of the Sun newspaper.
What do you think? Do you think he would answer me?
Maybe. But I don't think he would get your letter in time for Christmas.
Can we try, please? I want to know if Santa Claus is real.
He might not answer, Virginia. But even if he did, it might not be the answer you are looking for.
Do you believe in Santa Claus, Father?
Of course I do, Virginia.
Then it is settled. I will write the letter. If you say the New York Sun writes the truth, then the truth will work for me, no matter what they say.
All right, sweetheart. You write your letter, and I will address the envelope for you.
Then we can take the letter to the mailbox.
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
Hurry, wait. Look at the story. The good news, the bad news, it's all right here. You'll find what you need every day of the year. When you want to know whatever is new, if it's in the Sun, it must be true.
Is there anything about ice skating? I hope so. Me too. Wait, what's anything on the ice rink?
Did you hear about Millionaire Hobbs? He is helping to find people jobs. And he's giving the orphans a trip to the zoo, including a present from Santa too. The good news, the bad news, it's all right here. You'll find what you need every day of the year. When you want to know whatever is new, if it's in the Sun, it must be true.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Did you hear of the dock workers' strike? Unemployment is starting to spike. But we won't let the bad take the place of the good, with wonderful folks in the neighborhood. The good news, the bad news, it's all right here. You'll find what you need every day of the year. When you want to know whatever is new, if it's in the Sun, it must be true.
The package shipped to Congress. What for?
Dear editor, I'm writing to you. My father says you will know. Is there a Santa Claus? I want to believe. My best friend Mary Lou doesn't think so.
There was an earthquake in Charlottesville? I don't know.
The good news, the bad news, it's all right here. You'll find what you need every day of the year. When you want to know whatever is new, if it's in the Sun, it must be true. It
be true. It's gonna be true.
Hi, kids. Yes, we are. Thanks for holding us, Mother. Of course.
Any toy will do. I'm collecting toys for the children at the orphanage.
What a wonderful way to help those who are less fortunate than us. Here's a doll.
Hey, that's my doll.
We will get you another doll. You want to help those children who can't afford toys, don't you?
I suppose so. Why don't you just make some more toys at your toy shop?
Oh, I don't have time. Christmas is tomorrow.
I know. Is he really Santa Claus?
Of course, honey. Look at his red suit.
Well, thank you for your gift. I'm sure the children will appreciate it.
I don't think he's Santa Claus. He isn't very fat.
That's not a very nice thing to say. Come along, dear.
Mailbox is over there, Virginia. Just drop the letter in the slot.
Thank you, Father. Aren't you coming, Father?
Oh, I have to pick up some groceries for your mother and find yesterday's paper.
All right, Father.
Don't dilly-dally, Virginia.
A penny! Oh, this is my lucky day. And I know just what I'm gonna do with it.
Do you need some help mailing that letter?
No, I've mailed letters before.
You just put the letter in the slot.
I know, but do you think this letter will get where it is going today?
Nothing put in that mailbox will be delivered until after Christmas.
Oh no, Father was right.
Do you need something delivered today?
Yes, I need this letter to get to the editor of the New York Sun-Times today. It is really important.
I do go right by the Sun office on my way home. Perhaps I could drop it off at the Sun myself.
You would do that?
Through rain, sleet, hail, or snow, the postman delivers the mail. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. We are the U.S. Postal Service.
Wow, that is wonderful. Here you go. Now, are you sure this letter will get to the editor of the New York Sun-Times today?
This letter must be very important.
It is.
The U.S. Postal Service will not let you down.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Now, all I have to do is wait. Mary Lou? Hey, Mary Lou!
Oh, hi, Virginia. What are you doing here?
Mailing a letter. And you?
Oh, we're just out for a walk.
Mary Lou, is this the Virginia?
Yes, Mother.
Hello, Virginia. I am Mary Lou's mother, Mrs. Barker.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much for the gloves and scarf you gave Patty.
I love them. They're so warm and fuzzy.
You're welcome. I don't really need 2 sets. I have more at home.
We're just on our way to the soup line for some lunch.
Patty, Virginia doesn't care about that.
I thought you might want some soup. It's free.
It's okay. I have to be getting home now.
It was so very nice to meet you, Virginia. I hope to see you again soon.
I'm sure you will.
Bye.
I don't know why you insisted that we come downtown. I need to be at the office writing an inspiration article for a Christmas issue tomorrow.
I was hoping you could get some inspiration from the everyday man. Or woman. Or even child. Francis, look around you. All of these people have a story to tell.
Sarah, I know that. But not all of them have an inspirational story to tell.
You don't know that until you talk to them.
Let's start with Santa.
He's collecting toys for the less fortunate.
Commendable, but still not a great story. It's Christmas. Lots of people show their generosity. Even Eddie Hobbs.
About that.
Never mind. At least Mr. Mitchell is off my back for a day or so.
The postman. He might have a story.
Yes, the same story as last year and all the years to come. Christmas time is really busy at the post office.
How about the homeless people? Or those around the soup line?
I suppose that would be my best shot at an inspirational story.
After you said.
What was that, a tornado?
Sorry, sir. It was just me.
A small child.
Are both of you all right?
Yes, but some people should watch where they are going.
Yes, they should.
I'm so sorry. I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either.
I have a lot on my mind.
Whatever can an 8-year-old have on her mind?
How did you know I was 8?
Lucky guess. So, what is on your mind?
I can't stop thinking about Santa Claus.
He's right over there.
That's not him. That's just a man dressed like him collecting toys. He's standing in for the real Santa, who lives at the North Pole. He gives presents to good little girls and boys.
Oh, that's Santa Claus. I think about him a lot, too.
You do?
Yes. I was hoping he could bring me some inspiration.
Then you believe?
I would like to believe, but he hasn't followed through with my requests lately.
I'm hoping he will get my letter. For my friend Mary Lou. She doesn't believe. Oh, I have to be getting help home to help with chores.
It was nice to run into you.
It was nice to run into you too. Bye.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I didn't know you believed in Santa.
Well, I guess I need to believe. If I have to...
Margaret? Margaret? I have to go. It's Margaret. I haven't seen her in years. Imagine running into her here. Can you believe that? See you later, Francis, and good luck.
What do I do now?
Try the soup line. There should be stores there.
Great.
Francis, is that you?
Yes, sir, it's me.
What are you doing here? You should be in the office running a story for tomorrow's paper.
I'm looking for an inspirational story.
Here?
Sure, the bustle of the holidays. Santa collecting toys, the homeless people and the soup line workers and children of all ages preparing for the holiday.
Great idea. This is yours, Francis. One who used to work in the sun. Guess I want to find you after all. I think you're on a roll.
Thank you, sir.
See you back in the office. And remember, the deadline is 7 p.m. tonight for your story. No exception.
Got it. Thanks. See you later. All right, soup line, here I come.
I can't believe that I'm here, especially this time of year.
Who would have thought that a lawyer would end up like this?
Third week without work, I'd even be a soda jerk. All I can give my children is a kiss. But still we have our friends and love that never ends. We won't give up 'cause change will come our way.
'Cause believing gives you hope. Miracles can happen. Just close your eyes and visualize the sunrise. For tomorrow's another day. Yesterday is gone. 'Cause believing in something gives you hope. There's something deep inside. It won't let me break my stride. Don't try to bring me down, 'cause I won't give up now. People may turn away, but I know that I'll be okay. Someday I'll own the stage and take my bow. We all must think ahead, beyond the soup and the bread. We look beyond the troubles of today. 'Cause believing gives you hope. Miracles can happen. Just close your eyes and visualize the sunrise. For tomorrow's another day. Yesterday is gone. 'Cause
something gives you hope. You gotta have hope. Don't give up now. We'll show you how. 'Cause believing gives you hope. Miracles can happen. Just close your eyes and visualize the sunrise. For tomorrow's another day. Yesterday is gone. 'Cause believing in something gives you hope. 'Cause believing in something gives you hope.
Merry Christmas.
Excuse me, do we just get in line?
If you want soup.
Is the soup cart here every day?
Every day except tomorrow.
So what do we do tomorrow?
The Salvation Army will be having a Christmas dinner.
Everyone's welcome.
It is always very good. Turkey, ham, and all the trimmings.
You just show up and stand in line.
Yep.
So, do you come here often?
Only when we're hungry.
Is the food any good?
Well, the vegetable soup is a little watery, but the cream of chicken is really good.
Hello, Trudy. Could you give Patty a little extra soup today? I'm trying to keep her fever down. Sure thing, Louise. She should really be home in bed, you know. I know. It's just that I have to find some work, and I can't leave the kids alone.
Hello again.
Hello.
So, are you excited for tomorrow and Santa's visit?
I don't believe in Santa Claus.
You don't believe in Santa Claus. How old are you?
8.
You're 8 years old and you don't believe in Santa? 8-year-olds. Santa Claus. Believe? Why don't you believe in Santa?
Well, supposedly, if you're good all year, Santa will bring you presents and put them under your tree.
That is how it works.
But it doesn't work. I've been good all year for 4 years, and Santa has never come to visit me. Not once. I'm helpful to my mother. I look out for my little sister. I get good grades in school. And I try to be nice to everyone, even Joshua Prattle, the meanest kid in my class. But Santa doesn't come to visit me. Ever. There's never anything under our tree. This year we didn't even get a tree.
Well, I can see why you were disillusioned.
I'm what?
A non-believer.
Oh.
I believe in Santa, and he has never put anything under my tree.
Really? Then you still believe. Why?
Because believing in something gives you hope. And we all need hope.
That's for sure. Sorry, I have to go. It was nice talking with you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Francis, I hate to interrupt.
Then don't. I'm trying to finish this article.
I need your copy in 20 minutes or it won't make the paper.
I'm working on it, Danny. And I would work a lot faster if you were not standing in my office telling me I only have 20 minutes.
Right. I'll just be outside your door then. Waiting.
Sarah, I know that sometimes I have been hard on you, but that is because, well, I want you to be successful, and I know it is hard.
I see.
Sarah,
Yes, Mr. Mitchell?
I just want to say that,
Oh, for heaven's sake, sir. Spit it out.
Sarah, You have been doing a great job, and because of that, I have a bonus for you.
Oh, Mr. Mitchell, that is fantastic. I'm so glad you like what I'm doing here at the paper. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, go ahead and go home.
I will, Mr. Mitchell. Thank you again.
Excuse me, miss. Can you point me in the direction of the editor of the paper, Mr. Elbert Mitchell?
Right over there. And Merry Christmas.
Mr. Mitchell? Are you Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, I am. What is a postman on the committee?
I have a letter for you.
A hand-delivered letter. I think the post office did that anymore.
It was a favor for a young girl. She was most insistent that I give you this letter today.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to open it? I told her I'd make sure you got it.
I am a very busy man. We are trying to get out our Christmas issue of the paper so we can all go home and celebrate with our families.
Open the letter!
What?
I promised, and I'm not going back on my promise to a child. I will stand here until you open that letter.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Postman. You just saved Christmas at the Sun. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too. That must have been some lighter.
Francis, do you have the article for me yet?
Well, Mr. Mitchell, it still needs some tweaking, but I'm almost finished.
Forget about what you're doing. I have the inspiration for your article.
Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon, 115 West 95th Street. Thank you, sir.
No, Francis. Thank you. And Merry Christmas.
10 minutes to press, Francis.
I got this, Danny. In 10 minutes, we'll be going to press. And this is going to be an inspirational article that will be remembered for years to come.
Oh, it is beautiful. Thanks, Mother and Father. It matches the doll Kathleen got from Claudine.
I guess you can never have too many dolls.
But you know, that is all right, because I'm going to wrap up one of these dolls for Mary Lou. You did invite Mary Lou's mother for dinner, didn't you?
I did, but she said they had other plans, but would stop by this morning to say Merry Christmas.
What were their other plans?
They have Christmas dinner at their church each year, and since this Christmas was going to be different, she wanted something that was the same for the girls.
She is a terrific mother, like someone else I know.
A Bilbo! I've always wanted one. Thanks.
You know, it took me almost a year of practice before I could master the skill of getting that ball in the cup.
Then I plan on doing it in half a year.
Kathleen, did you open your present? I did. New ice skates. I love them, but weren't they awfully expensive?
Actually, I got them as payment for a job I did at the sporting goods store.
I love you, Father. And if you think it's okay, I'd like to wrap the doll I got from Claudine and give it to Mary Lou's little sister, Patty. That is a terrific idea, Kathleen.
Come on, Kathleen. The wrapping paper's upstairs. Are you going to open your present, Mother?
I think I'll wait until your father has a present.
Right. Let me go check on that for you.
Seems our children are happy this Christmas.
And they should be. They have a roof over their heads, food on the table, and wonderful parents.
Oh, you. Oh, that must be Louise and the girls.
Come in.
Merry Christmas! We brought you some homemade cookies.
How did you know we didn't have cookies?
We didn't. I just figure everyone can use cookies at Christmas time. I have some wonderful news.
What is it?
I got a job at Herb's Toy Shop. He needed a bookkeeper and someone to keep the year-end inventory. And if he likes what I do, it will be permanent.
That's wonderful, Louise. Virginia, Mary Lou, and her family are here.
Claus.
Really?
Yes, he left it here with your name on it, since you didn't have a tree.
He seems to be helping us out a lot this year.
Then you are a believer.
Yes, I am.
You believe in Santa, Mother?
I certainly do. Believing gives you hope.
And Mrs. Barker, we have a present for you also.
You didn't have to get me a present.
I suppose not, but everyone needs a present at Christmas time. Anyway, that is what my parents always say.
A doll! Twin dolls!
What a lovely scarf. Thank you all for making our Christmas just a little brighter.
Thank you, Virginia, for everything. I think I'm starting to believe again.
You're welcome. I believe the coming year looks bright for the Barker family.
All right, girls, we must be going.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Goodbye.
I can't remember the last time I enjoyed Christmas this much.
Yes, it is a wonderful feeling to see people happy.
And Mother, this is from all of us.
Thank you all. I can't wait to see what is in it.
Oh, hey, Virginia, I almost forgot. That paperboy Jimmy is out front of your house. He said that you wanted to see him, that it was important.
Thanks, Mary Lou. I will be right back.
Virginia O'Hanlon, you get back here this minute and put your coat on!
I don't think she heard you, Father.
What am I going to do with that girl?
It's about time. I'm freezing out here.
Sorry, Mary Lou just told me you're out here. Why didn't you just knock on the door?
Because I'm not supposed to be here.
Did you have an extra paper today?
Yep, just one.
And here's my penny.
And here's your paper.
Now this is today's paper, right?
Yep, see the date at the top, December 25th, 1897.
Merry Christmas, Jimmy, and thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, Virginia, and enjoy your paper.
Oh no, I missed it. Why didn't you wait for me? Mother, what did you get for Christmas?
I got this lovely leather-bound book.
It is a journal to write down all the wonderful things that happen in your life.
It is amazing. Thank you all. I think I'll start with a story about my wonderful family.
Father, we forgot about Father.
No, we didn't. But I didn't have time to wrap it.
A newspaper?
Not just any newspaper. It's today's newspaper. See, at the top of the page, December 25th, 1897. So you won't have to read day old news anymore. You can read the news when it truly is news.
Virginia, I don't know what to say. It is the greatest gift I have ever gotten.
So what are you waiting for? Give him the paper.
Oh, yes, of course. All right, Father. What is the article of the day?
Dock workers still on strike. Eddie Hobbs is entertaining the orphans, and here is something new. Santa Claus collects over 100 toys for the orphans of New York. Let's see. My gosh. Can't be. They actually
They
actually did it!
Who did what?
I can't believe they actually printed it!
What is it, Father?
Virginia, they actually printed your letter!
They did? What does it say?
Thank you for the lovely scarf, Ginny. It is beautiful. I will wear it always.
Even in the summer?
Even in the summer.
And thank you, too, for the new ice skate. I love the skate.
I know you do.
And thank you for the lovely doll.
That came from Santa Claus.
Yes, I know. But there really is no Santa Claus, is there?
There isn't? Don't be too sure. I have something else for you.
What is it?
Come sit with me and I'll show you. This was a letter a little girl named Virginia O'Hanlon wrote to the editor of the New York Sun-Times,
in 1897 because no one would give her a straight answer about Santa Claus.
She wrote to the newspaper. Why didn't she just send an email or do it online?
Because in 1897 there was no email or internet.
Really? Wow. So what did her letter say?
Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says, if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon, 115 West 95th Street.
Did they write back?
Yes, a Mr. Francis Church, a reporter at the paper, responded.
What did he say?
Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except they see.
They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by the little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether they be men's or children's, are little.
In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole truth and knowledge.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. And you know that they abound and bring to your life its highest beauty and joy.
Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus!
It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias.
There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance, to make tolerable this existence.
We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight.
The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished.
Not believe in Santa Claus? You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch in all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down the chimney, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that is no sign that there is no Santa Claus.
Most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see.
Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn?
Of course not, but that's no proof that they're not there.
Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders that are unseen and unseeable in the world.
You tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside. But there is a veil covering the unseen world which not the strongest man, or even the united strength of all the strongest men that have ever lived, could tear apart.
Only faith, fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain and view and picture the supernal beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Oh, Virginia, in all this world there is nothing else real and abiding.
No Santa Claus!
Thank God he lives and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, you will continue to make glad the hearts of childhood.
Virginia Kathleen O'Reilly,